What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and as we speak, woke idiots who are literally afraid to breathe air are online trying to cancel Zachery Levi. Why? Did he do something really bad? Did he hurt someone? No. He simply will not bend the knee to big pharmaceutical companies. Someone asked Zachery Levi if he thought that Pfizer was a threat to the world. And he said that he hardcore agrees that it is. And now people are out for blood. You would think that Zachery Levi literally slit someone's throat on live television the way these people are acting. They are going completely nuts. They're calling for him to be fired, and their true colors are coming out as always. These people who try to act virtuous like they're better than you, they are the most hateful, evil, mean-spirited people you will ever run across. These people claim they're out here caring about the world. We care about people's health. But as soon as you have an opinion that they disagree with, they will wish death upon you. Now, Zachery Levi's father actually just passed away from cancer. And these people are using that to dunk on Zachery Levi. Like, ha ha ha, you posted this and then your dad died. Mind you, his dad's death has nothing to do with his statement or the product or the jab or any of that stuff. It has nothing to do with that at all. His father simply died, and then he made a statement online that has nothing to do with his father's death. But these people are like rallying around the death of his father as if it's a great thing, as if it's payback. Because Zachery Levi didn't bend the knee. I find it so weird. When did this stuff begin? When did the left become so adamant about worshiping big pharmaceutical companies and big corporations? Now, I don't identify with either side. If you had a conversation with me, some of my opinions would make you think I lean this way, and some of my opinions will make you think I lean that way. But as far as I can remember, the left used to be anti-establishment, anti-big corp, anti-war, anti-forcing people to do things with their bodies that they don't want to do, or forcing people to not do things with their bodies that they want to do. I thought that's what the left used to be about. But it's no longer about that. It seems as if the left has completely ditched all of its prior beliefs and values, and now they answer to big corporations, big pharmaceutical companies. Republicans used to be the warmongers when I was growing up. Now the Democrats are putting freaking Ukraine flags in all of their bios, and they seem to be obsessed with war. Just like they're obsessed with this jab. No matter how much info comes out, they're not going to research. They're not going to care. They are in a cult. And their cult-like mentality shows whenever someone shares an opinion that they don't or they do not agree with online. But let me tell you all a classic debate tactic. Let people talk. You might think that you need the final word, or you need to say this, you need a rebuttal. Allow people sometimes. Sit back and allow people to talk, because then they expose themselves. Now, my issue is with the way everything has been transpiring online lately over the past, 5-6 years. We have this cancel culture woke mob who does not hesitate to make their voices heard in real life and on social media. Best believe if you go against one of these people in the woke mob, you will have hundreds of people in your mentions attacking you. Meanwhile, perfectly sane, rational people have taken themselves out of the conversation. I hear all the time, oh, we don't deal with Twitter, too much woke idiots over there. Oh, we don't deal with this, we don't deal with that. No, that's where you got it all wrong. We are in a culture war, and one side is fighting the fight. And I mean, they're fighting. They're out here every day dedicating their lives to trying to tear people down on social media, to dogpile on them, and to make them feel as if their opinions are worthless. Meanwhile, the other side is acting reluctant. I don't know, you scroll, and listen, I'm the type of guy that if it doesn't concern me, usually I do not concern myself with that stuff. So I am the type of dude to see like crappy takes online and people getting attacked online. I'm the type of guy to just scroll right by and go about my life, but I realized that we can't continue to do that. Because what's happening here is we're allowing these insane individuals to gain so much ground because we just feel like, hey, we don't want to deal with this. We're not going to talk to these crazies. And they're dominating pop culture, they're dominating culture, they're dominating society with their sick, weird, and twisted views simply because everyone else just doesn't feel like dealing with it. You have to get over that. Enter into these conversations. Start entering into these conversations unless you want the world to completely go to crap. So earlier today, when I saw everyone dogpiling on Zachery Levi, usually I would just cruise on by, but I said, no, I'm going to enter this conversation. I'm going to jab back. I'm going to fight back. So I said a couple of things to some of these weird idiots online. And what did they do? They automatically got triggered. They went crazy. And they started finding pictures of me on social media. Pictures that I share myself. I always find it weird, these weirdos that hide behind anonymous photos and anime pictures. They try to show you pictures of yourself as if it's an insult. So what these people did, they went and got all these photos of me and video snippets of me offline. And then started making fun of the fact that I like superheroes, comic books, action figures, you name it. But see, that's when their true colors show. Like I said earlier, sometimes you need to sit back and allow people to talk. Because all of these people were pretending like we're big Shazam fans. We love Shazam. We love comic books. And Zachery Levi let us down. Now we're not going to see the movie because he doesn't trust big pharmaceutical companies. And then they insulted people, calling them nerds. You're a nerd because you like comics. Oh, look, you got an action figure behind you. A hot toy that costs like $700. Oh God. Look. And the funny part is, I thought we were all here because at the very least, we liked comic book movies. And we liked superheroes. But their true colors show. They're not fans of Shazam. They're not DC fans. They're not comic book fans. They're not nerds. They're none of that stuff. They're activists that pretend to like things so they can destroy it and fill it with their own propaganda. I am in a debate, an argument with people who I thought were all comic book fans. Yet the only thing they could say about me, the only insult they can dig up is, oh, look at this guy. He's got a $900 hot toy figure behind him in his video. Oh, look at this guy. He's got thousands of dollars worth of comic books. What a nerd. Dude, we're literally having this debate under Zachery Levi's Twitter account because y'all are mad trying to cancel Shazam 2 because Zachery Levi doesn't trust a pharmaceutical company, and then your true colors show that you're not comic book fans, you're not this nerd, you're none of that. You're an activist that has no interest in any of this stuff. The only reason you pretend to be interested is because you want to cancel Zachery Levi and you want to take away things that people like. So I love it when these people's true colors show. Every time you get in a debate with someone when it surrounds one of these superhero movies, it's funny because then they'll insult you for being into superhero movies. Meanwhile, they were just pretending to be into superhero movies 5 minutes ago. Do you all catch my drift and understand what I'm saying here? How these people, they infiltrate and they pretend to be part of fandom. They pretend that they like these video games, they like these movies, they buy these comics, they buy these toys, when in reality, they're activists who don't even have enough money to support these companies even if they wanted to. They sit at home all day and complain and try to attack people on Twitter because they feel horrible about themselves. Make no mistake about it. These people feel horrible about themselves. Their lives are completely worthless. And I feel comfortable saying that because if you wake up every day and your main goal in life is to get on Twitter and attack people with different opinions, or your main goal in life is to make sure, hey, this person said this, now he has to lose his job. It's so crazy to me how these people swarmed on Zachery Levi as if it's just a given. Oh, Zachery Levi doesn't trust big pharmaceutical companies. Now he's obviously getting fired. Because that's what they think. Oh, you don't bow down to the man. You don't bow down to corporations. You don't bow down to Pfizer. You don't do this. You don't put this in your body. You don't think this way. Now you don't get to have a job. These people are authoritarians. I don't know if half of them realize it, but they actively go out here. The government doesn't have to do it. They do the government's dirty work. They're trying to beat people into submission until people are too afraid to express themselves and to say what their true opinions are. That's what they're doing. That's all this mob does, is they try to beat you into compliance. And I always find it funny when you engage with one of these people on Twitter, it's like out of nowhere. A dozen accounts will come attacking you. All of them anime profile pics. None of them have any followers. None of that. It's like sock puppet accounts on Twitter that are used to amplify a certain way of thinking, a certain agenda, all because that agenda really has a lot of holes in it. That way of thinking has a lot of holes in it. If it's an even playing field, I could pick these people apart all day. You could as well, because they are idiots. They're literally afraid to breathe air. There's not a rational bone in their body. If they've done the research like you have and I have, then they would know that they're supporting some pretty evil people, but that doesn't matter. They're all part of a cult, and I like seeing them. I like seeing them gather together as a cult, and how they all spew out the same talking points, and none of them have any information further than that. But yeah, Zachery Levi, just the latest target, of the cancel culture mob. Like I said, these are all hypocrites. If they ever come for you, don't worry about it. They come for me every day. Guess what? I make fun of them and I make videos about them. Monetize your hater. Monetize these weak idiots. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.